What's going on, guys? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Braeden. I'm a fourth year medical student at McGill University in Montreal, and I'm the owner of Advancement Hockey Advising, where it's a hockey agency that basically helps players go to the junior A level, prep level, NCAA level, pro level, and so on. We have our own separate YouTube channel there, but overall, I want to start a personal YouTube channel, and basically this is the first video that we're filming here. And the goal with it was to kind of help go beyond just hockey advising and the hockey world, and basically take the lessons that I learned through med school, through hockey, through owning a business, a hockey agency, take all those lessons that I've learned through life and kind of translate them here, tell my stories, my experiences, what I learned, and how I kind of pushed through everything. And hopefully that gives you guys insights as to how you can improve your lives as well. So that's the whole goal behind the channel. Hopefully you guys get value out of it. And when I keep filming videos, you guys continue watching and getting value out of it. So we'll see where this goes, but that's the whole goal for now anyways. So some of you might know me here, might know a little bit of my story, but I'd say most of you probably don't. So I want to give you guys a quick rundown of my story and how that's going to kind of shape the rest of this YouTube channel. Where I can start from is playing hockey my whole life. And then I ended up hitting junior hockey when I was 18 years old. Played junior hockey from 18 to 20. A lot of ups and downs, very difficult career. Wasn't straight line by any means. Somehow I actually made it through, and I actually ended up getting an NCAA D3 commitment at Western New England University. Now, because it was so difficult, there was very little information back then. Advisors charged a lot of money, didn't really do too much. That's what inspired me to build AHA today, but it wasn't the plan. Like it's more things kind of just happened that way. But anyway, so I'm playing Western New England University for 2 years, up and down there as well. You know, I didn't have the best mindset back then, and it was tough. I was going through injuries, all that. Ended up not returning the third year and transferring out to another school called Trine University. Play there for 2 years. Unfortunately, when I got there, I got cut from like the top team. Went on the second team, did well there, but that was very tough as well. Afterwards, ended up getting my degree in biochemistry with a goal, again, to go to med school. That was always the goal. That was always the plan. Had an interview to Ottawa U the first year as soon as I was graduating. Was totally unprepared for that because I was busy with nationals, busy with hockey in my senior year, my last semester. Completely bombed the interview, to be honest, and didn't get in, obviously. So I was back home with my parents kind of questioning things, and this was a bit of a challenging period in my life because that blow of not getting in to the goal that I really wanted throughout all of undergrad, what I worked so hard for, that didn't happen. That was pretty tough, and I was kind of questioning, okay, what's the next step? What do I do? And at that point, I ended up just finding a job at my local high school in Hawkesbury. Was a substitute teacher there, and I had a pretty sweet gig where I'd go on the ice with the prep hockey team there for maybe like 2 or 3 times a week or whatever. So I'd go practice with them. As I was practicing with them and stuff, they'd ask me questions like, hey, how did you play junior hockey? How did you play NCAA hockey and all that stuff? And then I ended up basically like answering their questions, all that. Next thing you know, they start saying, hey, like, can you help place me on this team and that team and all that? I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, I can help do a couple of phone calls with coaches that I know. And then after a couple months, I was like, man, like I'm getting like 10 to 15 calls from these kids and parents like each night. I should probably, start charging for it or doing something about this. And then that's kind of where the idea of AHA was born in like late 2019 or 2020. At that point, started doing that. And then I was still applying to med schools at that point. Unfortunately, again, that second year, that's where like COVID kind of started. And I had some interview opportunities, but then they kind of went down the drain when like interviews weren't happening that year with the COVID year. So unfortunately, didn't get into med school again that other year, but it ended up being a big blessing in disguise because then I kept like building AHA, and in late 2020 or 2021 we started posting videos on YouTube.
Hey guys, this is Braeden from Advancement Hockey Advising. So today's actually going to be the first video that we actually launched on our YouTube channel. So
with the goal of actually helping players like, get more information because there wasn't really anything out there. YouTube channel was like not really working for a bit, and then 3-4 months later, it started really expanding, and this is going into 2021. And then at that point, I applied to med school, got an interview, in late January 2021, was like ecstatic to have an interview at McGill because it was my top choice. And then did the interview, and then I found out in late March, that I actually got into McGill, and that might have been honestly one of the happiest days of my life. It was absolutely phenomenal. Like I've never celebrated so hard with my family and everything. It was a phenomenal day. But then it brought the question, what happens with this AHA thing that's like continuing to gain momentum, and we're starting to get a lot of clients, or hiring other advisors. What do I do with all of that? I decided to kind of do both. And I learned that, okay, I have to like start delegating, hiring more people, hiring video editors and all that. And then the ball kind of rolled and here we are. I started med school, was a big adaptation period, was pretty tough. And we'll go into the story a lot more in other videos, but I learned how to do that. I learned how to delegate. I learned how to build an agency. Fast forward, here we are today. I have a really cool agency with a big team, all that stuff with me. And I'm finishing med school, which is actually crazy to think about. So long story short, that's the whole story. Obviously, there's a lot of little details left in between, but there's a lot more about this entire story that I want to dive deep into the rest of the videos where you guys can kind of extract some value, some lessons, some insights, some experiences out of it. So with that being said, guys, that's my story in a nutshell. That's the goal of the channel. I'm open to whatever feedback that you guys give me. Absolutely destroy that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so we can build an audience here so I can help you guys as much as possible. Thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you on that next one.